Kind of see if we can catch something. We're going to be coming into lunch here. We'll be coming into lunch here in about 30 minutes. So we'll see what this market wants to do. I know there was a lot of speakers this morning. Generally, when you get a lot of speakers, you get the market to kind of go up, you get the market to go down. Realistically, kind of want to stay out of the waters when you do have a little bit more either news or speakers or whatever the case may be kind of going on. All in all, I mean, it was a great open. So it's really taken a lot of stress. It's really taken a lot of stress off of how I'm trading today. And with that being said, now I can kind of get off of the funded accounts. I can just, trade some evaluations without feeling like I've got to click the mouse a bunch of times, so which is always good. And then options paid really well today on the shorts as well. So again, just for the option side of things, I just basically use the NASDAQ as confluence. As soon as we started to really flush on the NASDAQ, look at those charts, started to see, one of those trades had a 20 SMA play. One of those trades was losing previous hours lows. It was pretty much a no thought process trade. Let's get into this trade. Let's manage the risk and let's, try to ride this down into support. I like those trades. Again, with options, I've been having a ton of success of not waking up every single day and saying to myself, what stock do I got to trade? What's the level? Just kind of waiting for the better setup days, right? I wish it was that easy with futures, because with futures, we come into the market and every day we want to take a trade, right? Where's the market going? Is it going up? Is it going down? Where's our next setup? When is it going to present itself? And it's just constant clicking the button, clicking the button, clicking the button. But it's so much more, chillaxed on the options and stock side of things, just due to the fact that I don't need to take a trade every single minute of the day. I don't need to take a trade every day. You hit a couple good trades. I mean, today I think I pulled over $2,000 on those options plays, which is already a fantastic day, right? So that alleviates a lot of stress. And even if, you know, it was the only two trades that I took all week, it's a $2,000 week, 2, 4, 6, 8, pacing $8,000 on the month. Now, again, it's not the only trade that I'm going to take this week. I'm not always going to only take one trade. Guys, we're getting a little bit of a 1 minute 20 SMA play here going to the downside. Also, we do have that flag pattern, right? Just got broken. If I wasn't rambling my fucking gums off, I would have been in this trade here. This trade here was a nice flag pattern breakdown to the downside here. I don't know if anyone caught that. Again, low price was 22,041 all the way down to 22,028. Enough for a quick scalperoo there. you know, enough for a quick scalperoo. So what I can do is I can extend this here. It was actually a bigger flag. It was actually a really nice flag pattern going all the way back to 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So a 30-minute flag here broken to the downside. Again, the darker shaded black box here is the first hour range. And then we also have this upwards trend line, 2 point touch point trend line, the green line down here. This is stemming off of a bigger flag from the open. So now we're in the middle of this range here. I want to jump this trade even for a quick one here. Oh, I got in too fucking late. We're gonna have to manage this very, very closely here. Again, this is eval work here. See if I can get it there. Woo! That was a nice move. 5 points there on that. 5 points there on that breakdown. And I was late. And again, I try to tell you guys all the time, look, you don't have to be picture perfect, right? If you try to get picture perfect with every single entry, every single setup, and you try to get picture perfect with, I've got to find this and it's got to be perfect. You want to wait for your setup, of course. I'm not saying close your eyes and just start clicking the buttons. But you get to a time and place where it's like, okay, what's really going on, right? I'm rambling my gums off. I missed the initial entry on the flag. Okay, it was a 2-1. You guys already know inside the room. You guys already know I love the 2-1. So not only was it a flag breakdown, it was a 1 minute 20 play. So that 2-1 here was, should the trigger should have been pulled on that particular play. Now, I'm talking, I'm rambling. I didn't even draw out the flag yet, but I missed a trade. So what do I do now? Now that I've drawn the flag, okay, if we get continuation, right? What's continuation? It's just a continuation, right? There's no other way to fucking explain it. It's just a continuation of the move that is already set up. There's traders that were already in that short, right? So I jumped this candle here, 8:37 Pacific Standard Time. Again, and I said it, the first thing I said is I'm a little late to the party here, right? So I'm going to manage it tight to the vest. And what does that mean? When I'm going to manage it tight to the vest, I'm not going to give myself all that much room, right? I'm not going to give myself all that much room. I'm going to give myself, hey, 2-3 minutes here, which would be, 1 to 2 candles, the next following candles to be printed. Either it works for me, it pays me, 4, 5, 6 points, or I get out. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. And sure enough, trickled around from being, in the money a point to flat to in the money a point, and then boom, it washes out. Easy 5 points there. So added another $100 there. Again, this is just an evaluation account. Again, valuation account. We trade them very loose, right? Very loose. How loose do we trade them? I mean, I'm not going to throw 10 contracts on every single trade, but I take a lot more setups than I would normally take. So 2 trades so far, right? I just started this about, 15 minutes ago. 2 trades so far, we're up 600. Expectancy is $300. And what's the average hold time? Average trade time, 21 seconds. So just, again, it's not a whole lot of data for me to kind of go off of on this, particular account, because there's only 2 trades on it. Is the data right now is that, hey, the longest trade I'm looking at here is 27 seconds. The average trade time on the 2 trades is 21 seconds. So where does my mind go to? My mind's going to go to, right? My mind's going to go to, if I'm in a trade and I'm in a trade longer than a minute and a half, and it's not really working for me, probably just clip it, right? Just get out of the trade, because again, it's not a lot of body of work, but so far the 2 trades that I've taken that have worked, they're working in under 30 seconds. So when you're on your normal accounts, like the accounts you're trading on a day in and day out basis, you're going to have obviously a lot more trades on them. You're going to want to look through those metrics, right? And my metrics are about a minute and a half, minute to 20 seconds. And those accounts that I would be looking at have well over 100 trades, 150 trades on them. So if the average winning trade hold time for me is under a minute and a half, and God forbid I'm in a trade for 6 minutes, what do you think is going to happen? Right? Either I'm holding a losing position, or I'm hoping that it's going to work out in my favor, right? Just let the numbers do the numbers thing. Again, today we're going to be trading one mini contract on this evaluation. Just one mini contract. We're looking for, again, I look for sometimes 3 points. Sometimes I look for 5 points. Sometimes I'll hold a trade for 10 points. Okay? I'm not married to any take profit. And a lot of times, you guys already know inside the room, I don't use a hard take profit bracket. Like maybe 20% of the time I have that hard stop loss just in case World War III happens and there's, a God candle of 50 points. I'll throw that in there, but I'm never really looking for my full potential stop loss to get triggered. Now, because I'm a trader, I'm going to manage it. And if I screw up, and this is what I want everyone to kind of always understand, the reason why you have big losses is because you screw up. Don't blame the charts. Don't blame the news. Don't blame the tweet that Trump sent out. Blame yourself. Protect yourself with a bracket order. Like a lot of times I might have I call it a ghost bracket, where my ghost bracket might be 15 or 20 point stop loss. Okay. And again, here's where the confusion comes. And again, I touched on this yesterday on the call. The confusion comes is, well, if you're risking 15 or 20 points and you're only taking 5 points, it's going to take you 4 trades to get profitable. Yeah, idiot. I'm not looking to lose 20 points on every single trade that I take if it's a loser. Like if I can stop myself out at 6, 7, 8, 9 points, I'm going to do that. I'm looking at the chart. Either it's working for me or it's not. Be a trader, be a human, manage your trade, and don't just sit there like a deer in the headlights, you know, telling yourself, well, the trade didn't work, so I've got to just keep holding it. Got to keep holding it. No, man. So again, I do believe in having the ghost bracket stop loss, especially if you're a newer trader, right? If you're a newer trader, you definitely don't want to, you know, trade without a stop loss. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've been around a lot of traders who have traded for 2-3 times longer than me. And I've been trading for 13 years. And again, my mentor who trades stocks, and then I'm talking trading 5,000 share lots, right? Where you're trading 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 shares, Tesla, Nvidia, things like that, of that nature. No stop loss. No stop loss. Ooh, scary, right? Well, fucking manage the trade. You've got a technical level. You've got an area where you got a 1 minute 20 play here setting up. You've got an area where you're going to get out of the trade if it's technically broken. Do you understand that? That every trade is technically broken at a certain point in time. When is the trade technically broken? Depends on what strategy you're using. It could be things such as the previous candle's low. It can be things as a moving average. You know, if it's a breakout play and you're looking to play a breakout of 20,000 and it goes to 20,010 and then loses and closes below 20,000, maybe that can be used as your stop, right? So you're always going to have a reason to get out of the trade. It's you who decides to hold the trade. Look, there's only 2 outcomes in every single trade that you take. You're going to win or you're going to lose, right? It's a 50-50 game. Now, the reason why you use stop losses, the reason why you use targets and take profits, the reason why you use strategies, the reason why you use indicators is to give you a little bit of an edge. So we're trying to possess a little bit of an edge other than closing our eyes and flipping the coin, right? That should provide us enough of an edge. Again, that edge has nothing to do with what happens on this one trade. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. It's not about this trade, about our edge. It's about what does the edge do over a series of trades. We got a 1-minute 20 play here. The only thing I don't like, though, I'm looking at the other screen. I got a 50 SMA here right below it as support. A 50 SMA here. So your edge, gosh darn it. Candle's getting all wiki again, guys. We might have someone speaking or something. It's getting all wacky. You're gonna have, and this is a flag pattern too. Your edge is going to give you reasons to get in and out of trades. Okay. And typically, again, I already know everyone's problem, and it's my problem as well. It's overtrading. It's overtrading. Whether you want to call it revenge trading, whether you want to call it FOMO, whether you want to call it stupidity, whether you want to call it boredom, I don't really care. Your number one problem is overtrading. And again, I'm no better. I'm human. I've been doing this for a long time. I overtrade all the time. I already gave you guys the reason. What is my biggest problem yesterday? My biggest problem is that when I hit, let's say 2 or 3 trades, we're kind of holding below this trend line here, guys. I'm going to fire this away and I'm going to try to manage it tight to the vest here. We're sitting right, hold on here, 75, 55, 40, 60. I'm just going to take the $50. It's going to take the $50 on that. We're up 645 now on 3 trades. The thing is that this is probably going to go down lower. So what I would be looking at in an instance like this for a target is a previous swing low. Your previous swing low is sitting here at 22,031, and then if we get below that, it's sitting at 22,016. So these would be your 2 targets, and then your maximum measured potential would be down here towards 22,000. Again, just be careful because it's not like the market is putting in lower lows. We are putting in higher lows. It's just zigzagging, okay? It's just zigzagging with obviously a little bit more pressure to the downside today. And again, as we go into lunch, you guys already know the deal, right? You guys already know the deal. Again, I don't need to repeat myself. What did we do before lunch? What do you think we're going to do during lunch? Okay? Play it that way. You guys in evolution traders already know the deal. So, with that being said, I mean, again, you can take the reason why I also see people getting chopped up a lot is, take this last trade for example. Take this last trade for example. I took $50 on it, right? And am I going to go buy a Lamborghini with $50? Absolutely not. But is it gonna kind of pad my P&L? Sure. And the thing is that I didn't have to get 5 points there, right? I don't have to get 5 points. So stop getting married to, you need 10 points, you need 20 points, you need 2R, you need 3R. Stop marrying that. Because let me give you a case in point. This is an evaluation account, okay? So I'm gonna take a lot of trades on it today, right? And I'm probably gonna run into a loser pretty soon here, because again, it's probabilities. That losing trade is always around the corner. But let me give you an idea. Let me give you an idea of how you protect your ass and how you make these scalping strategies work for you. We're breaking another flag here. I'm not going to jump this. I got 10 minutes before lunch. I'm going to wait till lunch, okay? I'm going to wait till lunch. Let me see what we kind of do here going into lunch, but you are getting a little bit of a flag here. Let me give you an example. If this is a funded account, if this is an evaluation that's $1,000 away from passing, guess what I'm doing at $645? Guess what I'm doing? Right? Anybody can chime in. Guess what I'm doing at $645? If this is a funded account, if I'm $1,000 away from passing my very first eval, what do you think I'm doing here? Right? What do you think I'm doing? I'm locking it up, right? I'm locking it up. But if you're only 1,000 away, how come you don't just pass it? How come you don't just pass it? Why? Are we expecting the world to end tomorrow? Is the market not going to be open tomorrow? Did I miss the memo? Like, was today the last day to pass it? You know, we got a 1 minute 20 play here. How interested am I in it? I don't know. We got 9 minutes to lunch. I said I want to stay on my hands, but again, it's an eval, so let's work a little bit here, right? Let's work. Let's see if I can get this 1 minute 20 play to work. We're putting in higher lows. I'm gonna lock that account, right? I'm definitely gonna lock that account because I'm gonna adjust this flag because we did have a break, but no confirmation. So this flag is getting adjusted. So if you really think about it, in a big picture, right, guys, watch out for this flag here, because again, we got a lot of room down to 22,000, and we got 9 minutes before lunch. They could drag this out. They could drag it out to the short side. But I would be open to a very quick scalp here over this 20 play. Again, now we got a 20 play short. This would be considered a 2-in-1 here. Let's see. Let's see if this wants to crack one more time. I'll get back to my point in a minute here. Let me just watch the price action a little bit. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I can do two things at once. So if you look at the situation, right? If you look at your situation as a whole, many people get to a certain dollar amount, because I don't care if you just started trading yesterday, to be honest. If you just started trading yesterday, I can still almost guarantee you that oh, there goes the 20 play to the long side. There goes a 20 play to the long side. We're in this trade here. It might pull back on me. I'm up $30 here. There we go. 45. I want to see it. I'm just going to take the 65. I'm just taking 3 points here. Now we're up 710. 4 trades, we're up 710. So the thing is that, and that's how fast it works, guys. I mean, that's how fast it works. I'm not a sitting duck here waiting for this fucking thing to go up 20 points. I'm playing a 1 minute time frame. You know, what are the odds that the move that I'm going to get into is going to go 50 points in one breath, right? And again, many of you guys got to start thinking about what prop firm you're trading on, right? We're trading on the good old Apex. We've got that trailing drawdown. The last thing I want to do is be up $200 or $300 and have it backtrack against me and get stopped out at break even, but be down $300. Again, don't like Apex. I don't care. Go to another firm that doesn't have trailing drawdown. Stop crying about it. But again, I like Apex. We can have the ability to take 20 accounts, right? You want to call it a scam, they deny payouts, this, all this other bullshit. That's because you trade like a lunatic, okay? So just get over yourself. I also trade with Top Step. I love Top Step. I've also heard amazing things with Take Profit Trader. I'm also hearing amazing things with Tradeify. So leave the prop firms out of it, right? Leave the prop firms out of it. Prop firms are prop firms. Guys, we have the 20 SMA play here along with a flag. Let's see if they want to. When we did get back over the 20 SMA is flat, so we're not really showing any sense of direction here, whether long or short. It's basically chopping around. So when something's chopping around and we have a 13-point ATR, your expectations should be, if I take a trade, I need to get in and get the fuck out. If I get green, again, excuse the language, but if this is your first time here, your first time tuning in, like, I speak what I think, okay? I speak what I think. You don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm human. But I'll just keep making the point. I'll just keep making the point as we go along. We're up $710. If you give a shit about any of your accounts and you're on a funded account, you're stopped out here, guys. You're done trading for the day. There's no reason to continue. But what happens? Trade again, trade again, trade again, trade again, trade again. Loser, right? Then you lose everything all the time. It happens all the time. And you know it's true. You've been there before. But something is stopping you from walking away. Why? I don't know. You think you're the world's, we're breaking this flag. We're going to try to jump this here and see if it doesn't want to spring back on my ass here. I want to see it go a little bit more. We're not going to really give it that much wiggle room, to be honest. We're up about a point here. Springing back again. 30, no. We're just tinkering around between 1 and 2 points here. We like the wick. I need a little bit of a follow through here. A little bit of, there we go. Get one more push down here. I'll have to cut this. $15, $10 flat. 20, 25, 40. Not going to give it too much fucking room here. See, this is an instance where it's dancing, 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 and I don't like how long it's taking, right? So 40. I'm trying to monitor this here, guys. I don't like how long it's taking. I'm just going to take the 60 bucks. Got the 60 bucks there. We're going to take the 60. So now we're up 760. That's an instance where I don't like how long it's taking. I've told you guys already in the room many of times. I don't work for the charts. You guys do not work for these charts. You don't work for the market. This market works for you, and if it does not work for you, you get out. There's always another trade. You're going to see thousands of these things. Do you know how many trades that I've put on in 13 years where I get into the trade, it just doesn't do anything, it just starts to go against me, and I cut it? Probably thousands. Do you know how many paper cuts that I've taken? Probably thousands. But I would rather take a paper cut than get gashed. I would rather take $50, $60 like I did on this last trade than get gashed, right? What's the worst feeling? When you can see that the trade is visibly stalling out, and again, it could still go, right? If you have patience, you could still continue to trade that. It's not technically damaged yet, but I don't have patience. I don't have patience. And that's for my own benefit. That's my style. You don't have to trade my style. You don't have to have, zero patience, right? You can sit in this with, 2 or 3 micros and try to test the lows, try to test the opening hour print, right? I don't. Since I've started this, 5 trades, $760. Very quick. Look at the stats. Longest trade time is 1 minute. We're in these trades for 28 seconds. I'm trading 1 micro contract. Some of the trades are larger than others. Yes. The P&L is not the same on every single trade. That's okay. right? That's okay. We took a $500 trade, $100 trade, $45 trade, $65 trade, $50 trade. Again, I don't care. Stacking, 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 right? Stacking, stacking, stacking. Again, I want to get back to my point, and I'll keep making this point. Some of you guys, that you start doing this and you start taking 3 trades or 1 trade and you win, and then you win another trade, and then you take another one and you win another one, and then you're up. I'll use my example. You're at 5 trades, you're up 700. You're like, oh man, this is fucking easy. I can just do this all day. You know, I had someone in the, like, again, if you're in here, this is no shade to you, but I had someone from the bronze member chat and the WAP dashboard telling me today, it was an hour into the market and they had 42 fucking trades on the board. They had 42 trades on the board, and they're just wondering, like, you know, oh, this market, I can't, like, they're getting frustrated. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm losing. I'm winning. I'm losing. I'm winning. Why do you think? You're taking way too many trades, right? You're taking way too many trades. So again, you know, when you really think about it, like the point that I'm gonna make, and I'm gonna make it over and over and again, you know, it'll get to a point where I stop ranting and preaching or whatever and just let people fail and let people, you know, fall on their faces. But it's like, I'm an idiot. I know that I'm an idiot. I know that, and I've accepted that I'm never going to be the world's best trader. That's okay, but I'll pay my bills. I'll pay my bills with this stuff. If I can do it, I know for a fact you guys can do it. And this trade was still working out below this flag pattern. Again, if you were in it, I would be definitely taking some profits now. But the thing is that if a regular old dude like myself can bang my head against the wall a million times and kind of figure it out to kind of, you know, let's play this game, right? You can do it as well. But what is it going to take, right? This is a, like, again, we probably got some speakers going on. You're getting a very aggressive candle here into lunch. This is a 22.1 minute candle. We're still looking at a 12-point ATR on the 1 minute time frame. Be careful and cautious. You know, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, well, realistically, guys, realistically, you know, what is it going to take before you realize that taking 100 trades a day is probably not going to be beneficial? When are you going to realize that, hey, I'm up $760, I should probably just come back tomorrow, because guess what? The world is not ending tomorrow. You know, 5-0, 100% win rate, pushing the luck a little bit, right? Pushing the luck a little bit. Again, if you believe that this whole business is based on probabilities, and if you're a technical trader, meaning you use a chart, you use some kind of indicator, and you have some type of candlestick pattern that you're looking for on the chart, guess what? You're a probabilities based trader. Okay, you're not betting on the fundamental outcome of the NASDAQ 100. You are not betting on the fundamental outcome of the next 12 months on the NASDAQ 100, where you're putting on a long here because, you know, based on fundamentals or based on what could happen in the economy, that in 12 months from now we can be up. No, you're a fucking day trader. And if anything, you're a paper trader on a prop firm account that is looking for a quick payout. Okay, so you're a probabilities based trader. You're a probability based trader. You know, so if you're a probabilities based trader, well, guess what's going to happen in a series of probabilities, wins and losses, right? Even if you have a strategy of 80% wins, out of 10 trades, you're going to lose 2, right? No one is a 100% winning trader. You know, So, and again, here's a 1 minute 20 play with a jumpy candle here. I can take this off. We've got a bigger flag here that's getting tested and actually broken as we speak. It's getting broken here. Actually, it would have been like this. That was a great flag. Too slow because I'm preaching over here. Too slow. And again, that's what happens. That's what happens. Wow. You're never gonna catch every trade. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Shit. Did anyone take that? Did anyone take that? Did anyone take it? Didn't trust it? I'll ask the question, why didn't you trust it? What makes you think that you know where the market's going? Because I guess I'll tell you this, you don't. Nobody knows where the market's going, right? Take it, take it, take it. Just take it. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at us go. Everyone took it but me, right? I'm a fucking idiot. Nice. Nice. Damn it. Oh well. It is what it is, right? It's gonna happen. I need to see a pullback now. I'd like to see a pullback here into this range. Again, I'm gonna pull up a bigger time frame to kind of see exactly what the hell's going on. Bigger time frame, 1 hour chart testing previous hours, or that's a 15-minute chart, excuse me. I want to see my 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart getting very close to confirming the previous hour high. So we wicked above it and we've put in a new high. I also have supply sitting at 22,096. So 22,096. We are trading the NQ, NASDAQ, NQ. So 2296 is my 200-day moving average. Also, I want to keep this in mind. Yesterday's low sitting at 22,117. 22,117 is what we are looking at here. So if this continues to want to push, again, those of you guys who are in evolution traders, I'm on these calls with you each and every single day. What is the mantra, guys? Look left of the chart. What did we do prior to lunch? What are you expecting during lunch? Okay, you guys know the answer already. So, looks like we actually started. Did we start right on cue? We started right on cue. 9 a.m., which for me, I'm in California. But right at lunch, we started right on cue, which is a beautiful play here. I'd like to actually jump this. I don't know how much steam is left in it. Again, I am chasing off the 10th story here. If I was to get in at 80 with a potential for 95, do I have enough room here and can I manage risk? Support is at 68. Probably not. I'm going to need to see a little bit of a pullback here or else it's a no trade for me. Again, because again, I'm preaching, I'm talking, I'm fucking bullshitting here. I missed it. Trying to explain to people things and I blame everybody. You guys costed me. So if this takes this out, let's see. Let's see here. Again, this is just an evaluation account, so we're really not that stressed about it, right? Again, the funded accounts did well today. 2 trades off the back, 1 humongous flag pattern. and then 30-minute opening range. That's it. And going back to the point I said before, think about it, guys. If you start going up 400, 500, 600, what do you think you should do? Just probably fucking walk away, right? Especially if you're trading a 50K account. Just walk away, guys. Just walk away. Just walk away, right? Just walk away, you know? I'm actually going to end this pretty soon here. I'm just waiting to see if we get one more blow off here. I got to go pick up my son. My son forgot his car at home, and he needs a ride. So 22,080 with potential to 93. Yeah, I've only got one son. He's 19. He's 19. So we're pulling back here. We're pulling back. I want to see a blow off. I want to see a test of this 200-day moving average. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. If I can get this test of a 200-day moving average here, would be beautiful. I don't know. Right now we're pulling back into support here, rising support. We're creating a little bit of a flag pattern to the top side, but it's not the best looking flag. And it's actually not even a flag. It's a flat top. So anytime you get a flat top, can I draw the line over here? Anytime you get a flat top like this, typically flat tops, they get wicked and then they pull back. You know, they get pulled back. Again, we're looking at an 11-point ATR here. I do have a stop buy over this 80 mark. I'm in the trade now. See, I don't need to see it pull back. That's not what you need to do. So in this particular case, maybe an 8-point risk. 8-point risk on this trade. I'm going to give it just a little bit of time here. Motherfucker talking like I know what I'm doing. Well, motherfucking Isaac is listening like he needs to learn something, right? Isaac listening like he needs to learn something. You know? So, come on. We get the little bit of a push here into nothing, right? Dead trade. So again, rising support is sitting here at 22,076. Rising support sitting here at 22,076. I don't like the wick on it, and I don't like the rejection there. Again, it was a hell of a run. I'm entering this trade on the 10th story here. You know, I'm jumping out of the 10th story building here. I'm just gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it for 70. So we're back to profit of 680. That's the first losing trade today. 83% win rate, 680, which is fine. Which is fine. The thing is that motherfuckers can talk, but yet they're watching dudes trade. Makes no sense, right? So again, I mean, I'm here shooting the shit. Like, you could listen, you don't have to listen. I ain't begging nobody to be here. We're out here having some fun. So again, with this here, you got a little bit of a breakdown through this structure, right? If you pull back, again, I can drag this previous breakout spot all the way down here. Again, that support sitting at 2253, 2253, 20 SMA. Again, you know, where was the potential I was looking for? 2290, that was the 200 SMA. 200 SMA. Also looking for maybe a break into this fib, and then yesterday's low. Again, this is just a small little pullback here. And again, if you do zoom out, right? Like, so if I pull up a 5-minute time frame and you do kind of zoom out, you will see that this, let's be realistic about what we're doing. This is nothing more than a dead cat bounce, right? So we had a big sell-off today, followed by a dead cat bounce, right? So the selling pressure will always be a little bit stronger when you hit supply. Okay, until you at least get back, like if I was to see this price action get back over yesterday's low, right here, if we could reclaim this area, then it would be a little bit of a stronger move, right? Again, you have to understand all your ideas, all your setups, they're all trade ideas, right? They're all trade ideas. None of this stuff has to work, right? Just because, and I tell people all the time, even though I have multiple strategies, it doesn't mean that I know when they're going to work and when they're going to fail. I have no idea. Whatever I got to use whatever knowledge that I can kind of possess on the charts with what I can see in terms of supply and demand to kind of navigate my way, right? And provide me an edge. I don't. Yeah, I'm not a streamer. I'm not a streamer. I do calls like this in Discord for my community, but yeah, I'm not a streamer. I just figured out I wanted to test this out a little bit and kind of jump on, you know. But I mean, who knows? We do okay here. I'll have to look at the analytics when we're done. We do okay. We get enough views. I mean, I will definitely consider streaming every day. It's just a lot of work, though. It's a lot of work, right? A lot of questions. I can miss things. I feel like I have to talk a lot, right? To explain myself. Because then again, if I'm not kind of explaining everything that's going through my mind as I'm watching the price, then it gets to be kind of stagnant. And when you're running streams that it can be an hour, 2 hours long, 3 hours long, there's going to be a lot of dead space in there, right? And it's basically like you're just sitting there watching your own chart and then there's nothing going on. So that's why I will always kind of throw out trade ideas. I'll talk about supply and demand. I'll rant. I'll do a little story time. I'll do whatever to kind of fill the dead space, and kind of talk about what I'm looking at, to at least make it somewhat informative. And again, nothing is true and true. Yeah, music. I say that's the thing. I got to figure out how to do all that stuff. Figure out where I can get the music that's not copywritten and stuff like that. We're not trying to get a strike on the channel, so I know there's ways you could do it. I got to find like royalty-free music or something. So we'll see. We're coming back up again. I don't like what I don't like is I don't like the flat tops. I hate flat tops. Like I'll trade flags, I'll trade flags. I will trade breakouts of levels off the open. But like when we consolidate, I don't like flat tops. I've got something here. But I need to, I go here with this. We'll see. I do got a jet out of here, but I'm trying to see if I can catch this one trade. Let's see if I can catch it. Where would it be at technically? So around 2277. Around 2277. We did pull back into the rising 20 SMA on a 1 minute, which did kind of hold. Again, the biggest gem that I will drop is, guys, when you win 1-2 trades, just stop. Pull the plug in the beginning. Practice not trading, right? Where you take 1, 2, 3 trades, you're green, just come back tomorrow. Last month I did 6 payouts from Top Step. Literally, there's the break. Literally taking like 1 or 2 trades on each account when I got an opportunity to take them. And then I just closed it up. Got to around $200, closed it up. Got to around $200, closed it up. Got my balance to, we're going to take, I'm looking for one more pop here, to be honest. There's the pop. It's going to take that 65. So now we're back up to 740 profit on the day. We have 7 trades, 1 loser, blah, blah, blah. 85% win rate. The largest losing trade was $80. The largest winning trade was 500. Again, I do have supply sitting here at 22,087, so I would expect it if we do get into that area to kind of be a little bit of choppiness action. And again, I already know your problem: overtrading, revenge trading, FOMO, getting pissed off, not accepting losses. Here's the big thing: a lot of people think it's overtrading that's their problem, which it is, because that's the technical reason you're overtrading. You want to know what the real problem is market opens up. You got a beautiful setup. Market's pumping long. You jump in long. You get stopped out for $400 and you can't accept the loss. You can't accept it. You can't accept it, right? When you can't accept it, here we come into that 200 SMA, guys. When you can't accept it, that's when you tilt. AKA overtrade, AKA revenge trade, right? When you can't walk away. Guys, I tell people all the time, start accepting the loss, right? Like you're going to lose a lot. I lose trades every single day. I don't think, again, I'm not going to say ever, but it's very rare that I go into a day and I take 7 trades, 10 trades, 5 trades, 2 trades, and I don't lose 1, or I don't lose 2. So you're going to lose every day, but we can manage the small losses. We can manage that. It's, you got to get comfortable with being content. I get it. Everyone looks at you know, the $20,000 payout that the dude got, the $50,000 payout, the 20 accounts that they're trading. Guys, you guys don't even understand. They're putting in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars into these evaluations and spinning these activation fees like crazy, right? Hence why you see prop firms denying payouts and changing their rules around, because they don't want people stacking. Again, I'll get into that on another day, but just do shit the right way and you'll be all right. Also, you know, they're taking a lot of trades, right? Stop comparing yourself. You're not there yet. What makes you think you're going to step into this arena against people who have already kind of figured out the game, and you're trying to figure out the game and you're going to beat them? Doesn't make any sense, right? With that being said, I do got to go pick up my son, guys. I'm going to get back to my room in Evolution Traders as well. Guys, Apex, 80% off. If you guys need evaluations, use code DAnthony. Help me out, support the channel. Again, if you're first time just coming across this YouTube channel, you know, let's get me to 10,000 subscribers. I've been at this YouTube thing for about 4 or 5 years now. I do a lot of educational content. Make sure to subscribe on your way out. And again, once the numbers kind of settle, I'll wait till tonight and see. If this live stream, by the time it's said and done, pulled 1,000 views, which I don't live stream a lot, but in the past when I have done it, I think I do like 400, 500 total views, which is not that much. If this one gets to 1,000, I might consider doing this regularly, right? Regularly. I'm sitting here doing it anyways with the guys in my room, so might as well bring you guys involved as well. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one.